So I take a bowline. Here's one once more bowline. This goes like that. In. So if I have something to tie up to a rail, let's say you are the rail. Just here's a rail.
Okay.
And I might take a rail and I might make a clove hitch. Just 2 fingers is nice. So here's a clove hitch to make something, to put something onto a rail. There's a clove hitch. Now,
2 loops.
yeah. Now my spinnaker pole ties onto my rail. And I pass the loop through the spinnaker pole. Let's say spinnaker pole is right down here, and I've cut the loop. I've cut the string just to be the right length. So I hook up my spinnaker pole, and to tie it up, pass it through the bowline, make a half hitch.
I do know a half hitch.
Now, the bowline and the half hitch is the quickest way to put anything away. And I do this on all my sail ties. All you do to release it, done. And the quick release, you always take your time building your knot. And your knot needs to be so it's an instant quick release. So bowline and half hitch is my third favorite knot.
And this is a clove hitch.
That's a clove hitch, very useful.
Yeah.
And I make that.
Hope you got the clove hitch on camera. Okay.
I'll do it again. Hold it.
So I'm doing the fingers.
So with a clove hitch, again, to make it lie nicely, it's good to twist your things. So you do a twist around there, make a second loop, and you see how the loop goes both sides of the part, 2 loops.
It's pretty simple
hitch.
actually.
Yeah. So it's 2 half hitches in the right direction. Makes a clove hitch. And to undo, just like that.
Yeah. I want a yacht.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, you're going to come out on my yacht.
Oh, I'd love to.
Yeah.
I'd love to come out on a yacht.
So we'll
maybe-
have some celebration on my yacht, and we can go many times.
Yeah. Maybe even when I finish hunger striking.
Yeah,
if I'm-
to
if I'm-
celebrate your finish.
Yeah, if I'm strong enough, it will take maybe a day or two.
No, take 2 or 3, 4 days.
Yeah. I am hoping to travel home on a Friday if I finish on Monday.
Finish on the Monday and travel home on Friday.
Yeah, that's the
Plenty
hope.
of time during the week.
Yeah.
I'm busy on weekends,
Right.
weekdays. Anyone can come
I
out.
might even delay going home
Yeah.
if it means I can get a ride on a yacht.
Well, not once, but 2 or 3 times, so you can get a feeling.
Yeah.
Because the yacht has taught me engineering
Yes.
in a way that you would never believe. You know, I can see stresses, I can put things in line, and always knots, ropes and knots to manage everything. Robin will love this too because she had a yacht. And her son was a round the world solo sailor.
Yes, she's talked to me about this.
Yes.
He's done it several times around the world, solo,
And
racing.
with 2 up.
Yeah, and racing.
Yeah.
So she told me how much sleep he got. It was, they race really, really hard, and he gets little, I think, 10-minute,
Yeah, little tiny naps.
10-minute naps,
Yeah.
and then sleeps for an hour and a half or something.
Yeah,
And the rest of the day it's just 10-minute naps.
yeah.
This is what they do solo racing around the world, so they can actually get there the quickest. I don't know how they do that.
Oh, it's incredible. Robin will laugh at me at the knot lesson.
Yeah. I think you're amazing, Molly. You really are. Thank you
I'm
for
a
being
happy,
with us.
happy woman.
Yeah, I can see that.
And that's all because I married the right man.
Fantastic.
He loved all the fun that I have, and he tramped. And he sailed with me. We crossed Cook Strait maybe a couple of dozen times. And this is the gear of, in the end he wanted to have a third person aboard. Usually we crossed two-handed. But as he was getting old and unwell, we found a Tongan who was delighted to come with us. And he was a high skywalker, you know, building new buildings. He was a big man, and this was his gear. One day he left it on the boat, and then I never saw him again, so I'm honoring Tonga every time I wear this gear. I'll even show you how I put ropes away.
Okay.
So here's how I put ropes away.
Yep.
You first imagine this was about a 10 or 12 meter rope, typical length for mooring lines, tossing to people ashore, tossing to other boats. But imagine that this is 10 or 12 meters and about 10 millimeters thick. So you leave about 2 meters before you before you wrap it up. Then you flake it, and you do one towards your index finger, one towards your middle finger, same length. You do this just about arm's length each one. Towards your index, towards your middle. Index, middle. Index, and that's about right. Now you have to pick it up in the middle and hang it and pinch the two ends together. So here are the two ends pinched together. Then you take this. As always, you make a little twist and wrap it round. That little twist makes it lie flat. You do it up like a jam jar. You take the second around, do it up like a jam jar. Take the third, do it up, open up the loops, and poke a bite through the loops. Now, do you know what a bite is? A bite is spelled B-I-G-H-T, and it is just a loop without pulling all the way through. So I've poked the bite through, then you take the end, pass it through your bite, and then I actually fix it down on each side. Find something and pull it down on each side. Now I have something I can hang up on my rail, typically with a clove hitch. Here it is on the rail with a clove hitch. So my spinnaker sheets sit on the rail. My furling line, very essential, sits on the rail, just like that. But this, the extra length here is when it's a mooring line, because then I can take this mooring line, do a bowline into the cleat that I think it's going to need. And if suddenly I decide to put, there's your bowline. So here it is on the starboard side. And you have to put it over the rail and onto the cleat. Oh, we're going to go port side too. No trouble. Undo the bowline. The whole assembly is still here tidy. on the central cleat and just put it over the rail on the port side into the opposite cleat. So that's why on mooring lines I always leave 2 meters free.
Thank you.
My pleasure.